You are watching one of the greatest players who ever lived, and you are watching him hold back one of the best teams in the world. That is the uncomfortable truth sitting at the center of Portugal's 2026 World Cup campaign, and no one wants to say it out loud, but the numbers already have. June 17th, Houston, Texas, Portugal versus DR Congo. A match Portugal was supposed to win comfortably. A match featuring Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, João Neves, one of the most talented midfields at this entire tournament. And yet they drew 1-1. Against a team making its first World Cup appearance in 52 years. Cristiano Ronaldo played 90 minutes. He had 25 touches. That was the fewest of any Portugal player who started the match. He had 0 shots on target. 17 of his 22 attempted passes went backwards. The DR Congo defender marking him said quietly and honestly, "He is not the same as before." So here is the question you're already asking. Is Ronaldo holding Portugal back? The evidence says yes, and this is not about disrespect. This is about what the numbers actually show when you look carefully. In the past 2 years, Portugal have averaged 1.9 goals per game when Ronaldo starts. When he does not start, that number rises to 2.8. That gap is not a coincidence. That is a structural problem. Thierry Henry, a man who understands what it means to carry a nation, watched Ronaldo's movement in the second half against DR Congo and explained exactly what went wrong. There was a moment where Fernandes had space to score. Ronaldo ran into his path, not to create space, not to pull defenders, but because Ronaldo needed to be the one to score. Henry said it plainly, the team needs to score, not you. That one moment tells you everything about the problem. At 41 years old, Ronaldo is no longer pressing. He is no longer making the runs that stretch defenses. He touches the ball 25 times in 90 minutes, while a substitute who came on for 18 minutes matched him in touches. The modern centre-forward is an engine. Ronaldo is no longer that player, but here is where it gets psychologically strange. Because Portugal's coach Roberto Martinez knows all of this. His staff know the data. His players, some of the smartest footballers in the world, feel it in real time. And yet Ronaldo stays on the pitch. Why? Sports psychologist Daniel Wan has studied the concept of legacy paralysis in elite sport, the phenomenon where a team or institution becomes unable to make rational decisions because the emotional weight of a legend overrides tactical logic. Martinez cannot drop Ronaldo, not because of football, because of what Ronaldo means to the country, to the squad, to his own identity as a coach who built a system around him. The decision stops being about football entirely the moment Ronaldo's name enters the room. Portugal's players feel it too. Midfielder João Neves admitted the squad had conversations before the tournament specifically to prepare themselves for the media storm around Ronaldo. Francisco Conceição said there was no pressure to pass to Ronaldo, but the fact that they had to say that publicly tells you the pressure exists. And yet, and here is where it gets complicated, Ronaldo is not finished as a weapon. Portugal, when he scores, are 5-1-0 in World Cup matches. When he does not score, they are 5-5-7. That gap is enormous. He is not a passenger when he finds the net. The problem is that at 41, the moments where he finds the net are rarer and rarer, while the minutes he occupies in the starting lineup remain exactly the same. DR Congo's players were not afraid of him. The 21-year-old midfielder Ngalael Mukau said it directly before the match. We know he is not the same as before. He's a bit older now. That is a teenager from Lille, at his first World Cup, not afraid of the greatest goalscorer in football history. That is the real signal. When opposition defenders stop fearing your striker, your entire attacking structure has to compensate around that fear vacuum. It is not just about what Ronaldo does. It is about what he no longer makes defenders do. Portugal have a squad built to win this World Cup. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao off the bench, Goncalo Ramos as the alternative striker whose movement is everything Ronaldo's no longer is. The talent is there. The window is open. But it stays half closed as long as Ronaldo starts every game. You are watching one of the greatest players who ever lived. And that is exactly why this hurts. Because the answer to the question everyone is asking is becoming clearer with every match, and the answer is yes.